Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know the vibes already. As usual, don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to, you can turn on the notification bell so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. As you've read from the title, today we're gonna do a Q&A slash story time of how I ended up in Dubai. Have you become to Dubai? I think I should probably just start with how I started applying for unis and where I started and who I applied with and all those sort of things. So let's get to it, okay? I wrote all my notes down on my phone so I don't forget any tiny detail. So let's get to it. It's a very crazy story, actually. Let's get to it. So first of all, I started applying to different unis last year. So that was 2024, January. I got an agent. I can't remember the name of the agency, but they don't have offices in Kenya. They only have offices in Australia and Uganda. So we never met face to face with whoever was helping me apply for unis. Yeah. The cost for this agency was 40,000 Kenya shillings. It's a bit pricey. Now, if you're looking for an agent, there are some agencies that they don't require you to pay for their services because they get paid by the schools that you go to. There are other agencies that are a bit more price friendly in terms of like what you pay. But I'll get to that. So yeah, I paid 40,000, and then of course once you pay that 40,000, you have unlimited resources in terms of the schools you can apply to. They do everything for you because don't get me wrong, applying to unis is quite hard. So all the help you can get, the better for you because they have the relationships with the uni, so it's easier for you to get a uni through them, if that makes sense. So I started the application process in January with them. We started by applying to Australia, Sydney, yeah, and that was like 13th January. And I got a response, an offer letter in 2 weeks, meaning I got accepted into the uni for my master's. The process was quite easy, to be honest. They asked for the most, I think, common things, like your birth certificate. Yeah. So for me, it was all about my transcripts, my degree for my undergraduate. What else? Bank statements for your sponsor, whoever is financing your school life or whoever is paying your school fees, they have to provide bank statements. And I think that was it in the beginning. They normally ask for more things as you progress, but always have those ready. They also ask you to write a purpose statement of purpose. It's just basically you explaining why did you choose a uni? Why did you choose the course you want to do? What is your plan after? Do you intend to stay in the country or do you want to go back home? I think those things, it's better you have a conversation with your agent because they know how to answer those questions well. They give you direction on what to say and what not to say to give you 100% guarantee of getting an offer letter. Okay? Yeah. So after I got the acceptance letter, of course, there were issues here and there due to my bank statements for my parents. They required a certain bank statement and we gave the opposite of that. So we ended up withdrawing the application because I think I was actually late in terms of paying fees. Yeah, paying fees and paying for the visa application. So we decided it wasn't my calling. And to be honest, Sydney is quite expensive. So also look at that. Look at that before you apply. Yeah, so after that, we just reviewed the application and we're like on to the next. And the next one was in March. I actually applied to New Zealand to a school called Massey University. They didn't give me an offer letter, they gave me an alternative because I didn't meet the criteria in terms of for the postgraduate course. So they basically said that I have to do like a foundation year. And who has time for that? Mm. But another thing was I was going to a country where I knew no one. I had no one to rely on. I had no one to help me settle in. You know, life of an international student is not easy. So those are the kind of things you should look at also. Like, are you okay? Are you actually okay with starting over with knowing no one and just going to a whole ass new country by yourself? My parents were not okay with that. They wanted me to go to a place where at least I know one person for it to be slightly easier. Okay? That's why I applied to Australia because I have family in Australia. Unfortunately, I didn't get into Australia. Clearly, that's why we're here. But yeah, after they didn't also take long to give me the alternative. It was probably like a week and a half. But clearly we didn't go with that as well. Um, I was actually sad about it because I wanted to go and explore and be far away from people. You know how it is. But okay, next we applied in July for another uni, which was Portsmouth University in UK. Now, I thought I was gonna go to the UK like for real, because we had even paid the deposit for school fees. We had even done the visa application, but you also have to be prepared that you can either get a visa approval or a visa refusal. You know, we're always thinking that once you use like an agency, everything will be Gucci, everything will be good. Like there's not gonna be any hiccups in terms of a visa, but these things happen sometimes. So I got a visa refusal, which made me so sad. But the benefit of me getting a visa refusal, it allowed me to attend my own graduation because school was starting before my graduation, and I might have missed my first uni graduation, really. But yeah, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So after the visa refusal, of course, the agents were pushing for us to redo the visa application, but these things are not cheap. Oh my god, they're not cheap. Everything is expensive. We had to put a deposit of £3,500 in terms of school fees. Uni in the UK, the school fees is on the high side. Cost of living also is on the high side. But I think all countries are like that in terms of cost of living. You just have to find your way. What else? Yeah, we did everything, but thankfully they gave us a refund for part of the visa application. They gave us a refund, of course, not a full refund, but the school fees they did give us a full refund. Thank you, Lord. But it did take months, like from October to probably December. That's when we got the money back. So I thought like once we get the money back, maybe we can use the same money to like redo the application. But everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna keep saying that. Take a shot every time I say everything happens for a reason. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so in December, funny story actually. I was so devastated like in November when I got the visa refusal. So my parents were like, let's look for another agent that's actually in Kenya. So I went to Uniserv. I think everyone knows Uniserv, the one in Parkland. Parkland. So I just contacted them and they told me send in all your documents that are needed. And the fee was 20,000, which was half of what I paid. Oh my god, if only I knew. But anyway, so I sent in, but for them, I told them to focus on unis in Australia. Again, unfortunately, that one I didn't get a response from most of the unis. I feel like I got a response after I already came here, so at least it's late. So as I was applying to those unis with Unisalv, no, it wasn't Unisalv. Sorry, Uni Abroad. It was Uni Abroad. Uni Abroad is 20,000 for the service. So as I was applying with them, one of my good friends decided to visit me, and she was also going through the process. So she was using a different agent. Yeah. We were just discussing, and she told me, "Why don't you just apply to Dubai?" I was like, I've never thought about it, but I didn't even know that Dubai has unis from all over the world. Like there are UK universities that are here, Canadian universities, Australian universities. So I was like, oh, word, okay, I'm gonna try. So I just looked at the site, the specific school I looked at now, Middlesex. Why am I saying specific school as if I'm not in that school? Anyway, I looked at the schools, I looked at Middlesex specifically. Yeah, because I think one of her agents sent it to me. So I just checked and I was like, oh, it has my course. School fees is half of what I would have paid in the UK. I was like, we have to have it. And then I was looking at like the weather is not as bad. So I think this is a sign that I was supposed to be a habibi. I was supposed to be a habibi. Okay. But I was like, just give me your contact in terms of your agent because her agent was not charging at all. Because how they work is they get paid when you actually arrive in that school if you applied through them. Does that make sense? They get us like some commission, yeah, from the school if they bring a student. So I just told her my story. I told her about the visa refusal because sometimes when you have a visa refusal, by the way, it is forever in your, how do I put it? Like it is going to be part of all your visa applications. So they're gonna ask you, why did you get a refusal? Please explain to us why did you get a visa refusal? And you have to say you have to upload the document you got as the visa refusal. So I wasn't sure I'm gonna get anything for a while. I was actually scared. Oh my god, I was so scared. Jump scare. But yeah, uh, after she spoke for like a few hours, and I told her, okay, go ahead with the application. But at this time, I had not spoken to my parents about it, so I went and spoke to my mom about it. She was like, just do it, but don't tell your father first until you have evidence that you've gotten into the school. Yeah, so I just applied as a joke, as just a trial and error. And here we are. So the application process was actually quite easy. Applied December, mid December, right before Christmas. And by the time we were traveling for Christmas as a family, I had already gotten an offer letter. I got a scholarship, you know. So it was wow, wow, wow. Like I got, it wasn't a full board scholarship, but it was something. And then we paid the deposit after we came back from our holiday. So that meaning we came back towards the end of December. So probably like 29th. We ended up paying school fees. Like you have to pay a certain amount for you to be able to start the visa process. So we paid first week of January, okay? And I must say, when it comes to applications for Dubai, most of the things are done for you by the school, which is a plus, plus, plus. Most of the things are done by the school. What I mean is the visa application, visa process, everything is done by the school for you. So once you pay the deposit and then they send you how much the process for the visa will cost, they send you that. For Dubai, you have to do the police certificate thing. Okay? You have to go to whatever DCI, you get your fingerprints done and then you get the certificate. And then after that, you have to take it to the UAE embassy in Kenya to get it verified by them that this is legit, and then you scan that and upload it, whatever you'll be told to upload. So if you're applying to Dubai, please keep that in mind. They don't ask for bank statements. They only ask me for my transcripts, like personal documents in terms of any certificate, my degree certificate actually. What else? What else? What else? I think they asked my passport. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So it was quite straightforward, quite easy. We paid for the visa as well by, wait, let me see. I think I wrote it down. We applied the visa on the 11th of January, and I got the entry permit by 13th. You see, it was not as stressful as for the UK, because the UK took me a month to get a response, to get that visa refusal, and it was heartbreaking. And it was making me uneasy. Imagine waiting for 1 month and then you just get a visa refusal. Like, what the hell? What the heck? Are you on crack? But anyway, I feel like the visa process, the application processes for school in Dubai is way more better than other countries. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, because I've tried Australia, I've tried UK, I've tried New Zealand, and I feel like even for Dubai, you can actually even apply yourself without an agent. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it. Okay. But yeah, so school was starting on the 20th, and immediately I got that permit. I was like, I'm out. And I feel like things just aligned the way they were supposed to. So that was my journey in terms of how I ended up here. In terms of accommodation, most unis have collaborated or are working with the accommodations that are here. So you just can afford it, because I'm not gonna lie, some of the accommodations are quite expensive. We all know how it is. If you can afford it, well and good. But if you also can't afford it, there are other options. Don't be like you're constrained to one thing, that you have to live in a certain place. There are other options that are much more affordable. If you guys want me to talk more about like living in Dubai, I will. But keep in mind, I've only been here for, this is my fourth week, so this, I've only been here for technically a month, and I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still learning slowly by. But yeah, I just got the accommodation through the school website, and since I got it through the school website, they have their own rates. Like, if you're in Middlesex, you'll pay a certain amount that is not the same for everyone. In terms of cost of living, I feel like that will depend on you. It depends on how you spend your money, depends on your budget. But the good thing about this accommodation, you don't have to pay for transport to school and back. You don't pay for laundry. The only thing you pay for is the products you use for laundry. For food, you can cook, whatever, but you have to buy everything. When I say you have to buy everything, from the utensils to the groceries. Yeah, I guess that's it. So far, so good. I feel like it's a chill environment. When it comes to like making friends, I think you have to put yourself out there. If you're like me, I'm always in my room. You will talk to yourself. Okay, okay. Most people are nice. Most people are nice. Right now the weather is chill, but I know what's coming for summer. I've heard it. I hear the stories. We will see how we'll persevere through that. But right now the weather is perfect. In terms of applying, guys, if you have any more questions when it comes to applying, feel free to ask, because I think I saw someone asking which uni I am in. I'm in Middlesex University. All the unis are almost like in the same area. So it's quite interesting to see the fact that you can be in one bus, yeah. But one person is in Middlesex, the other person is in Hereford, the other person is, like there's so many unis, but in the same area, which is pretty cool. So you can meet people from everywhere. So far, I've seen people from Zambia, I've seen people from Nigeria, I've seen people from here. I've seen, I don't know if I've met any Kenyans that I don't know of. The people who are from Kenya, I know them from home. So I've not met any Kenyans. Hopefully, I'll meet Kenyans after this video. But yeah, guys, that's how I ended up here. No regrets. Okay, again, everything happens for a reason. When you're applying for unis, just keep an open mind. Yeah, that's what I actually wanted to say. Just keep an open mind, because you never know where you're gonna end up. Don't be so constrained to one country. If your agent is like, try here, the success rate is good here, the jobs are good here. In terms of jobs here, I cannot speak on it right now because I don't have a job currently. I'm still job searching. But once I get a job, we'll talk about it. That's why we have a channel. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And see you in the next Q&A, because I'm gonna post this one first, and then the Q&A, and then a vlog. Okay. I'm really trying to be consistent, but I'm really grateful for everyone who's subscribed. I know we're not many, but road to 500. Yeah, I love the feedback that I've been getting, all the tips you guys are giving. I'm taking it in. I love it. If you want to interact with me more, my Instagram is in the description box, TikTok. I don't know if I should put my Twitter, but okay. And that's all from me today. Thanks, guys. See you next time.